Harrington McKinney, aye. Alder Heck.
No.
Alder Heck, no. Alder Lemmer.
Aye.
Right now, Common Council wrapping up a 9-hour-long meeting. Within the last couple of hours, the breaking vote on body cameras for police.
Also, new developments in a drunk driving case that killed 3 local high schoolers.
And we're starting off with some cloudy conditions, but rain is in our forecast. We'll give you the details coming up.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Tamford. Right to some breaking news this morning. The Madison Common Council approving the police body camera pilot program for the North Side.
That vote coming 9 hours into the meeting at 4 a.m. It was a close one, 11-9. Police Chief Sean Barnes was there to answer questions earlier on in the night or morning around 2 a.m. Here's his answer to the question of how cameras would help the community.
It also ensures that the wrong person is not prosecuted, which has happened far too often in policing. There are many who are African American, who are older, who remembers a time when they were not believed in their action and their interaction with law enforcement. In this community, this part of the community, in my opinion, cannot or should not be ignored because they have real life experiences that they have lived.
Barnes releasing a statement to us this morning just into the newsroom within the last hour. It reads in part, quote, "As chief of police, it is my responsibility to lead our agency in accordance with local, state, and federal laws." He went on to say he believes body cameras will help bring credit to the department and to policing as a whole. The pilot is expected to cost right around $80,000.
Looking ahead this morning, a plea hearing now set for the man accused of causing a crash while drunk, killing 3 local high school students. A notice of a plea hearing is now set for July 28th for 31-year-old Eric Mary. It was filed in Dane County Court this week. He's facing several charges, including 3 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. That crash happened last October on West Mineral Point Road. A complaint filed in the case alleges that Marion crashed into the teen's vehicle going 75 miles an hour. A breath test showed his BAC was 3 times the legal limit.
6:02 now. Julian Seawright is here with your first warn weather. You're certified most accurate. What a sunrise, Julian.
I know. I was just about to mention that. We were looking at a gorgeous, well, really close to being a really gorgeous sunrise for us this morning. Just a little bit more opening in that cloud cover. Hopefully in the next few moments, we can start to see a real nice sunrise for us. But aside from that, since we're kicking things off this morning, 42 degrees here in Madison. A nice mild start as winds are starting to increase in strength as we're looking at around 10 miles per hour from the southeast. But many of us in southern Wisconsin are looking at 40s this morning with 43 degrees in Platteville and for Janesville. We see those lower to middle 30s are really the theme for us as we're kicking things off for our hump day. Now, as we get into our radar, lots of dry conditions to start off this morning, but we're going to start to see some of that change as we get into the afternoon. Until then, cloudy conditions are going to stick around. We're going to hover around 46 to 47 degrees. And as we see, rain is going to be rolling in as well. As this low pressure system is going to be coming in from the Great Plains into the upper Midwest, bringing us some soggy conditions later into today. But until then, it's going to be pretty dry and it's going to be quiet. Winds will start to increase in strength as that system starts to roll its way in around the 5 p.m. commute. So we're really going to be expecting to start to see some rain, really be some widespread throughout southern Wisconsin, and even some thunderstorms will pop up as well as we get into our evening hours. Around midnight, we'll start to see the system taper its way out of southern Wisconsin, opening up some quiet conditions for tonight, and going into our Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon, plenty of sunshine, and temperatures will be around the middle 60s. However, for today, it's going to be rainy, but it's also going to be windy. We're looking at gusting winds around 30 miles per hour here in Dane County, and many areas are going to be seeing those gusting winds into those 30 miles per hour range throughout much of the afternoon when that event moves through. However, for our rain, we're looking about 1/4 to 1/2 inch for us here in Dane County, but for much of southern Wisconsin in itself. So we're looking for a pretty healthy amount of some rain throughout this event. The 3 things we're going to need to know, though, is that we are looking for the rain to return this afternoon, and we are on a warming trend as well, especially as we get into the back end of the work week. Stormy conditions will end our week, however, but we are going to be seeing a bit of a roller coaster as temperatures will be around 65 on Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. That's what we're really keeping our eye on, because this weekend is going to be shaping up to almost be picture perfect. Aside from some chances of seeing some rain, we're looking at 76 on Saturday and 64 on Sunday. Guys, it's looking to be pretty gorgeous. See the smile on your face, Leah. Yes, it's going to be awesome this weekend.
It's been a cold cold spring.
I know, and it has just been sickening. So I'm really happy that we're at least in the middle part of April, finally starting to see some spring weather.
Do you think that will become 80 when all is said and done?
Ooh, I hope so. But the way it's trending as of right now, we might just stick into the middle to upper 70s.
I'll take it. I'm not complaining. This is fine.
Fair enough.
Julian, thank you.
Yep.
Continuing coverage now, nearly a year after launching an investigation into clergy sexual assault, Attorney General Josh Kaul says his office has received over 200 reports. The Department of Justice says 204 completed reports have been made. They accuse more than 150 people of abuse. Of those reports, 51 were from survivors who had never reported to anyone. One of those previously unreported cases led to a person being arrested and charged in Waushara County Court earlier this year. Survivors of sexual abuse who have not yet reported are still encouraged to contact the DOJ.
Multiple organizations are coming together for an event to help combat sex trafficking in Madison. Hosted by United Madison, yesterday's event tried to educate attendees on how to recognize and what to do if they encounter someone who may be a victim of sex trafficking. They also invited specific industries so they can learn how they can help remove barriers that survivors often experience when they navigate a safe life path of their choosing.
We actually have what we call an action form that we're asking everybody who's attending to complete so they can see exactly what they can do as an individual to help support victims and to help create change for this.
An estimated 200 ads for sex are placed in Madison every day. Many local experts believe a good percentage of the ads are advertising trafficking victims.
Shocking numbers.
Isn't it? April marking Sexual Assault Awareness Month, a time for education, conversation, and prevention.
Our McKenna Alexander joins us now to share how, for advocates, these goals are a focus year-round. McKenna.
Hi, good morning, you two. While April marks a time for sexual assault awareness, those efforts don't end on May 1st. For 2 area women, their work toward prevention and support have now extended into full-time jobs.
A significant portion of our work is what comes after.
As the director for a sexual assault recovery program, Kelsey Hood Christensen has seen firsthand just how devastating a sexual assault can be.
Going to the grocery store or going to work, that hinders everything that we do, even the most mundane.
If you asked Kelsey for a job description, she'd describe what most people expect: responding to hospitals, answering a crisis hotline, navigating the initial crisis. But even as survivors walk out of a hospital room and hang up the phone, their road to recovery is often just beginning, as a survivor's emotional trauma can linger for months, years, or even a lifetime.
Society tells them you were in the wrong place, wrong time, you were doing the wrong thing, so they experience guilt and they reflect on that and hyper-focus on what did I do wrong in these circumstances, even though it's not their fault.
This trauma is felt by nearly 18% of women and 3% of men in the United States. That's according to the latest numbers from RAINN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. Another surprising number, 80% of these crimes are committed by someone the survivor knows.
So the myth that sexual offenders are hiding behind a dumpster outside of a bar waiting to attack somebody who's too drunk or their skirt's too short or whatever that situation is, but sexual assaults, again, happen in people's homes, in their bedrooms, in private places, and in community centers that they go that they consider safe.
Kelsey says the issue goes beyond miscommunication of consent.
And we don't talk about the harm doer and how to not use control in this situation or to not objectify that person or respect that other person's boundaries and where they want to take that.
Jamie is the executive director for Hope House, a nonprofit providing support to survivors of physical and sexual violence. She stresses it's not that no means no, it's that yes means yes, and that any form of unwanted contact could be criminal.
If you have not gotten definitive certain consent, yes, I am in for this, I want this is what I want to do, then it could be a sexual assault. And whether that rises to, a statutory level or not, you're still harming someone.
Beyond an immediate crisis response and extending beyond everyday support, Kelsey's job description comes with a footnote: believing in the strength of survivors.
These survivors are some of the most resilient people I've ever met, and to be able to find hope and empowerment and goals for moving forward after experiencing such a horrific incident. There's actually a lot of wonderful things about being allowed to walk through this healing journey with someone.
This April, Jamie and Kelsey join millions of other advocates in educating communities on what consent looks like, how to prevent sexual violence, and ways to be an ally. For information on how you can join them, along with local resources for survivors, visit our website at channel3000.com.
Such an important topic to be aware of all year long.
Of course.
Not just for 1 month. Thanks for sharing that story with us this morning, McKenna.
Very impactful story, McKenna. 6:09 now. Coming up, a local parade cut from the budget. Where and when you won't catch that event this Memorial Day.
Plus, an area hospital partnering with a local nonprofit with an area food drive. We've got all the details in the 608 when we come back.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Mirror, mirror on my 5-piece Tremont Queen bedroom set. Who's got the price and value you won't regret? Bob's Discount Furniture, of course. My complete Tremont Queen bedroom set. Thanks to Bob's Discount, it's only $9.99. Dresser and mirror, chest, queen bed, even a nightstand. Available in 2 finishes, espresso and gray. At Bob's Discount Furniture, you get the quality and value you deserve, even if you like talking to yourself in the mirror. Shop what's in stock, in store, or at mybobs.com.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox today.
For decades, Washington politicians have promised to lower the cost of prescription drugs. But every year, the prices go up. Why? Because Republicans like Ron Johnson, and let's be honest, too many Democrats don't have the guts to stand up to the pharmaceutical companies. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I will. I want to bring practical solutions to Washington. That's what I've done as state treasurer. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and the big drug companies may not approve this message, but I do.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes. In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings, whatever the season.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. We're on the 608 this morning with more on a food drive happening right now between a local hospital and an area nonprofit.
Josh Sprider is live in Janesville with how we could all help out this morning. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, you've got a few more days to be able to help out SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital here in Janesville with their area partnership, a food drive with Echo Inc. So that's everyone cooperating to help out others. We've got a couple of lovely folks with us this morning. We're going to talk a little bit more about how you can help at first. Here, we're going to talk with Randy Booth. You're the chaplain here at St. Mary's Hospital. Talk about the partnership and what this, what makes this unique for you guys going on.
Well, so many people think the hospital is waiting for patients to come, but we want to make an effort where we reach out into the community, let everybody know we're here for health. And so we want to be able to help people in the community. And this food drive helps us connect with the homeless, a very vulnerable group of people, making sure they get healthy food and maybe even stay away from the hospital.
What sort of things are you looking for specifically right now with this food drive?
So we're looking for individual serve cups, plastic cups of food, vegetables, fruit, and applesauce, so that we can put them in the hand of people who may not have the ability to store leftovers or be able to cook a lot with a stove, maybe a microwave.
So you're looking at some of the examples right now, and there's actually been a lot of folks stepping up to the plate already for you guys.
So all the food that you're seeing here is all internal. This is what our own nursing staff, our own staff here at the hospital has provided, so that we're doing kind of a competition, a friendly competition. Each of the different floors, whoever gives the most food, most cups, will get a nice ice cream sundae prize at the end of this month.
That sounds like an incentive I'd be down with. We're going to bring in now the executive director of ECHO, Jessica Locher. And Jessica, this is super important partnership for what you guys have going on and your mission here in the community.
Yeah, without partners like SSM Health, we wouldn't be able to provide easy, accessible foods to our motel voucher participants who have just a very small refrigerator, hardly any freezer, and then only a microwave to cook. So to have those single-serve, healthy items to be able to provide to them is really important to us and our mission to provide basic needs.
And that's why you'll notice right away that it is kind of a specific group of items that you're looking for right now.
Yes, because with our emergency motel voucher program, before the pandemic, we were serving about 4,000 nights a year, and in 2021, we provided 9,292 nights. So we have seen an increase in need for these items to make sure that we're able to provide food for everybody that we're lodging.
And that need is not going away, right? ECHO helping out a lot of folks here in the community, and you're always looking for that support.
Correct. So far this year, we've actually provided over 4,000 nights in local motels. So this is a very important need, along with our regular food pantry, where we're providing about 800 families a month with food.
Jessica, thank you. Randy, if people are interested, you've got a couple of more days to help out.
So sure, if people are coming to the hospital or to the clinic, Dean Clinic here in Janesville, they just look for the green barrels. There's one on the garden level, there's one on the second level, and they can contribute too.
Wonderful. All right, guys, thank you so much for having us here. You heard it here. You have a couple of more days. So through Friday, if you want to learn more, you can go up to channel3000.com right now, guys. We'll have much more ahead here in about 30 minutes.
All right, Josh Breider, thank you very much. We'll check in with you soon.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email. Across Wisconsin, organizers of the Milwaukee Memorial Day Parade announcing it will no longer happen due to rising costs and falling interest. The parade's chair says volunteers who've put it on in the past have exhausted all of their options to keep it up and running. This would have marked the 155th event for Milwaukee.
April is National Autism Awareness Month, and look at what the Madison Police Department's doing to help raise some awareness. The department just unveiled its Autism Awareness Squad Car, decorated with multicolored puzzle pieces. The puzzle piece is a symbol for autism, representing the unknowns of the disorder.
Anything we can get out there to bring awareness, support those families, I'm just fully on board with, and I think we can't do enough for them.
This vehicle is the third of its kind in the state. Others include the Grant County Sheriff's Office and the Pewaukee Police Department. The puzzle pieces will be a permanent addition to the squad car.
Very cool. With rain in the forecast today, the Milwaukee Bucks watch party at the Deer District canceled. Game 2 against the Chicago Bulls is set to start at 8:30 tonight on TNT. Fans are still being encouraged to go watch the game in the surrounding Deer District establishments.
Yeah, a little rain, yeah, one night. As long as the Bucks win, everybody will be happy.
What, are you going to melt in the rain? I think it's warm enough. This is Wisconsin.
I know. We bundle up to go to Lambeau when it's negative outside. Can't handle a little rain in the Deer District. Good point.
Got some questions.
That's right.
Some questions
our
about
hardiness here in Wisconsin.
My
All right,
goodness.
Julian Seawright, it's not going to be all that chilly out there. We are going to deal with some rain, though.
That's right. We will be dealing with rain for the next few days, but it's going to be back and forth because as we look toward the weekend, well, it's not going to be too chilly. It's actually going to be very nice. 70s as we head into Saturday, even though we are looking for some rain and thunderstorms in the forecast late for Saturday, most of the day is going to be on the dry side. Heading into Sunday, still pretty nice. 64 degrees for us. So mild temperatures are going to be highlighting our weekend, even though we are having chances of seeing some rain, just not a whole widespread event. This is what we're going to be timing out for us as we get into our Saturday. As I mentioned, it will be on the breezier side. See winds from 15 to 25 miles per hour, but it's still going to be dry until we get into about Saturday night, carrying into the early Sunday morning hours. Because as we get into around our Sunday afternoon, we will start to see much more opening in our skies and drying out as well to cap off our weekend. So the weekend's going to shape up to be pretty nice, aside from a few moments of seeing a bit of some rain for us. But again, it's a bit of a roller coaster for us as we see temperatures go up and down until we get into the weekend. And then next week, we're back to some cooler temperatures as well. So definitely really enjoy this weekend as we will be into those 70s and for those 60s very briefly. Now, taking a quick look at our traffic as of right now, we are pretty good along the Beltline as we're all green to start off our morning commute. And taking a quick look over into the interstate as well, still pretty green as we are starting off our morning. That's going to do it for traffic. Over to you guys.
Thanks, Julian. Coming up next, a wedding on an extreme budget.
And ahead in our next half hour, Wisconsin's plan to become net zero. When and how? Stay with us.
This portion of News 3 Now is brought to you by Shopko Optical.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Shop the Spring Savings Double Up Sale for double rebates on our most popular appliance and grill brands. Shop in-stock specials like this Amana top-load washer for just $5.48. This KitchenAid dishwasher for just $7.98. This GE convection range with air fry for just $8.98. Or this LG 25 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $14.98. Shop GrandAppliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Lindt.
How do you use your energy? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV, because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra 1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. In a Ford built your way. Order your 2022 Escape, Edge, or Explorer to lock in the special Flex Buy offer and get 1,000 retail order bonus cash.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. This picture took our breath away. Jamie sending this in from Mount Horeb.
The pink moon over the weekend. We had a few days of a very full, I think they call it the pink moon because it's the first full moon of the spring.
And it's supposed to be a little bit bigger than the average. It's not actually supposed to be pink, although this one is, you know,
Yeah.
Shades of Rose.
Yeah.
Shades of Rose.
You like that?
I do.
Call me a poet.
Great shot, Jamie. Thanks for sharing with it. Mount Orb looking fantastic, doesn't it? Share your morning. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning, and we'll share our favorites on the air.
624, a California couple exchanging vows while also vowing not to spend over $500 on their big day.
You might be thinking, how the heck did they do it? Well, we're going to tell you. Well, Kara and Joel Brokenbow here. They are the newlyweds. Their wedding venue cost nothing. They got married at a highway overlook with a beautiful view. The dress, $47. And at the reception, guests paid for themselves. Friends and family also chipped in for the cake, the flowers, and the honeymoon, which was a 3-night cruise.
That view is amazing.
It really is.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Gosh, and for free.
And how about that? $500 for a wedding? Could you imagine, Leah? I mean, you just got married, 6 months ago.
You know, pre-pandemic, the average wedding cost roughly $30,000, and we've reported repeatedly on how those prices have gone up. Things are insane. We luckily booked our venue before the pandemic started, but we did get married out in southwest Wisconsin because it was at least slightly cheaper out there, but wow, it's insane.
Not $500 cheaper.
No, I did not get to pull it off for $500.
No, that's
even 10 years ago, when I got married, it was like all this money. We didn't have the 2 nickels to rub together back then, but it's really hard to afford a wedding.
Did you have to walk uphill both ways to the ceremony?
Yes, in the snow. A lot of begging and pleading, and helping out from a lot of help from family.
You guys did have a polka band, though. That's a premium cost right there.
How could you not?
I am jealous. We did not spring for the polka band.
Is it really a wedding if you don't have a polka band?
Certainly not in Wisconsin, that's for sure.
Interesting.
All right. Do you take notes, Julian? Come on.
I am,
but the only one of us not married here.
The one that's assimilating to Wisconsin. I'm gonna have to look into that whole polka band thing because I have no idea what that is.
Do you polka?
No, I don't even know.
Oh, we'll show you during the break, buddy. I happen to be the polka queen of the Midwest.
So I've heard.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's a thing.
The titled queen. Okay. Well, then we're going to take a quick look at our forecast for the bus stop. Well, just know, folks, it is going to be on the cool side, especially as we start off this morning, but cloud cover and rain as we get into our bus drop-off.
Roll out the barrel. Roll out the barrel of fun.
I don't know what's going on.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Keep your home's exterior beautifully protected with 11% off everything at Menards. Cedar Creek Vinyl Siding is low maintenance and comes in 16 colors. Ready to install. Get 11% off all Cedar Creek Vinyl Siding. Revive and restore your roof with Sealbest White Elastomeric Roof Coatings. The reflective coatings lower interior temperatures and improve energy savings up to 35%. All Sealbest coatings are 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's my 310, no exit in sight, migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy for any time, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where I am. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks CGRP protein, believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness. Ask about Ubrelvy and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Goldman Cars is having a huge spring sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $14,995 or $225 per month. Don't miss out on our spring sale with the best selection of SUVs and cars under $14,995 or $225 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldman. Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
Every
everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it, paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
Right now, it's a new day for Madison and Dane County leadership. The results of last night's votes.
The Madison community stepping up once again. The local efforts to support Ukraine and how you can get involved still this morning.
And a cloudy but quiet start to our morning. However, we are having rain in our forecast. We'll give you the details coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us.
Breaking news this morning, the Madison Common Council voting in favor of adding the police body camera pilot program for the city's north side.
That vote coming at 4 a.m. The meeting went well into the early morning hours after council members heard public comment and then held a lengthy discussion on the topic. Police Chief Sean Barnes fielded questions on the pilot program and expressed his support for it. We have his statements, his reaction to that final vote up right now on channel3000.com. Now, also out of that 9-hour-long meeting, City Council now under new leadership. Alder Keith Furman is the new president of the council after an 11-9 vote overnight. The Dane County Board of Supervisors electing a new leader last night as well. Supervisor Patrick Miles voted in as the new county board chair.
Meanwhile, the Middleton Common Council moving forward with the master plan process outlining future expansions at Maury Field. Last night's unanimous vote doesn't mean that construction is imminent. The largest benefit of the plan allows for the airport to become eligible for more federal funding in the future. Should the airport move forward with either proposed new runways or a new hangar, proposals would require further reviews, including open public comment.
The nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum says Wisconsin state and local governments got a lot less aid than most other states. The reason for less money from the American Rescue Plan was because our unemployment rate was better than most at the end of 2020. Now, this didn't factor in the individual dollars given through stimulus checks or businesses, but according to the report, less federal aid for Wisconsin is a trend that goes back to at least 2006.
There's been this long history of Wisconsin, state and local governments in Wisconsin lagging most other states in receiving, federal aid.
The report finds even though we got less money, Wisconsin government kept a tight budget and didn't have to put the money into yearly spending, meaning it could go directly into the economy. Some states used as much as a quarter of their American Rescue Plan dollars to fund lost revenue or state operations. Now, here's a closer look at those numbers. As a percentage of annual government spending, Wisconsin got 8.7% in aid. Some states got double that, as high as 17%. In dollar amount, Wisconsin allocated just under $4 billion for state and local governments. As of December, we had still almost $2 billion left to spend, although most of that had been allocated.
Governor Evers says he wants Wisconsin to be carbon-free by 2050. After more than 2 years of work from the Office of Sustainability, the group and the governor have released a new plan. It outlines 4 climate goals for the state: accelerate clean energy technology, maximize energy efficiency, modernize buildings and industry, and innovate technology.
If we slow down, we will continue to have flooding. We will continue to have really bad outcomes with people's health because they are inhaling particulate matter on a regular basis.
The Office of Sustainability and Clean Energy will solicit some public input this year to construct a feasible timeline. The largest obstacle, though, to Evers' 2050 deadline is that it far exceeds his plausible time in office. So if his predecessor is a Republican, it might be unlikely they would push his goal forward. The Republican Party of Wisconsin already speaking out on this. Spokeswoman Anna Kelly saying in a statement that Tony Evers' plan is an election year wish list that would hurt farmers, kill blue-collar jobs, and gut Wisconsin's energy industry.
New this morning in Milwaukee, public school students and teachers will once again be required to wear masks. The decision comes a single day after the district allowed for masks to become optional. They say they reversed course after determining there was significant transmission of the virus within the city of Milwaukee. Meanwhile, the mask mandate in Madison public schools is extended until the first week of May. Other major districts in surrounding Dane County still have optional mask policies for students and staff.
To the crisis in Ukraine this morning, the U.S. government rushing a major new shipment of weapons and ammunition to Ukraine to assist with their defense. According to the Pentagon, Russian forces are now in a full-scale attack with 13 additional battalion tactical groups. The attacks focus on a 300-mile front in the Donbas region. President Biden just held a 90-minute call with allies yesterday. The White House says they discussed how best to continue security assistance.
We are continuing to see the Madison community step up to show its support for those affected by the war. Last night, that support came in the form of a benefit concert at Cafe Coda. We talked to volunteers about their motivations behind the effort.
Ukraine is fighting not only for its own survival, but for true democratic principles and freedoms. And I'm not saying it as a pretty turn of phrase, but it's literally true.
Sometimes it seems like we're powerless to do anything worthwhile, that we can take action and we can contribute to the cause.
100% of the donations from the event will go to Ukrainians in need. You can still donate, even though the event wrapped up last night. Head on over to our Channel 3000 News app. That's where you can find a host of different local efforts to support Ukraine from right here in Madison. Just a great effort last night.
Absolutely. All right, it's 6:35. Let's get a check of that certified most accurate forecast with Julian Seawright. Hey there, Julian.
And we are still looking at just a small little glimpse of a sunrise here, even though overcast is what we're going to see throughout the rest of our Wednesday. But it is a mild start to our morning, but it's going to be pretty consistent into the 40s throughout the rest of today. So don't expect it to be on the mild side, but we are going to be keeping an eye on some rain later on for today. We'll get to that in just a moment. As we see temperatures as you're heading out the door this morning, 43 degrees in Janesville and for Platteville. Many of us are into the 40s as we're kicking off our Wednesday morning. Winds aren't too bad, but starting to pick up in speed as we continue throughout the rest of this morning. But we're on the dry side here in southern Wisconsin as we're starting things off. As we get into the afternoon, it's going to be a different story. We're looking at rain to roll in, and on top of that, could see some isolated thunderstorms as we get into the evening hours for us. Temperatures will be into the middle and upper 40s as we kick things off for our Wednesday afternoon and evening. And we're going to be seeing that transition come from this low pressure system, which is stretching itself across the Great Plains and will come into the upper Midwest, bringing in our rain and our storms for later into today. But until then, as you get into lunchtime, just know it's going to be on the quiet side still. Might see some pop-up showers, especially areas near Grant and Crawford County, but we're not going to see much activity until we get into this afternoon and evening hours. Around 5 p.m. especially, when we're heading home from the workday, we're going to start to see some showers be more widespread, and even some thunderstorms could be mixed in as well. And then as we get into the midnight hour, we're going to start to see it taper its way out, but we are going into our Thursday with some mild temperatures once again, a bit on the cloudier side, but then we're going to be clearing out with temperatures back into the 60s as we get into our Thursday afternoon. One other thing to keep an eye on is to hold on to your hats this afternoon, as we are going to be seeing rain and wind, as gusts will be around 30 miles per hour for many of us in southern Wisconsin. Now, as we take a look at how much rain we could be seeing, around 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch for many of us here in southern Wisconsin. So a nice healthy amount from this event that will be rolling its way through as we get into the later part of today. 3 things we're going to need to know is the rain's going to return this afternoon. We're going to be on a warmer trend as we get close to this weekend, and we are going to be looking at a stormy end of the work week. And by the time we get into this weekend, it is going to be pretty gorgeous. We do have some chances of seeing some rain around certain hours of Saturday and Sunday, but the 70-degree temperature on Saturday is the eye catcher as we get into the next few days for us. I'm looking forward to it, and most of the weekend is going to be on the dry side as well, so we can really enjoy this weekend as temperatures will be in 70s and 60s for us for Saturday and Sunday, guys.
Looking forward to Saturday. First 70s of the year, we'll take it.
Absolutely. I'm just like you. I'm ready for it.
Thanks, Julian. A couple of local hospitals adjusting their visiting policies. UW Health and Unity Point Health Meriter will now let adult patients be accompanied by 2 people instead of just 1. UW Health will also allow 2 visitors ages 16 and older in the emergency department. Unity Point Health Meritor will still only allow one. All visitors must still go through registration and COVID-19 screenings and have to wear a medical-grade face covering. Several airlines changing their masking policies. Here's a list of companies making masks optional: Delta, American, United, Southwest, Alaska Airlines, and JetBlue. It is important to note here that face masks may still be required based on local ordinances or when traveling to and from certain international locations. And with those loosening restrictions, United Airlines says it'll now allow passengers banned for not following mask rules to fly again on a case-by-case basis. Since the start of the pandemic, United has banned about 1,000 flyers for refusing to follow the mandate. Outside this morning, it is a bit cool out there. No major traffic issues. If you're about to head out the door, we'll keep you updated on the traffic, of course. Coming up, though, we're going to take a look at that weekend forecast. It includes a warm-up and some shots at some rain.
And a big change next time you visit Dane County Regional, the future of masks at Madison's airport and on city buses.
Plus, an area hospital partnering with a local nonprofit for an area food drive happening this week. We've got the details in the 608 when we come back.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Welcome back, Bill.
I'm here for some new tires.
Well, you're in luck. It's our tire savings event, so now's the perfect time. Tires a little worn down?
Why would I do that again?
Worn down, exactly. Worn down.
Exactly.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
Hy-Vee has always been a cornerstone in the communities we serve. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. We know times aren't easy right now, and families are going hungry. That's why we came up with Food Bank Fridays, where we can help restock local food banks every Friday so no one has to worry about where their next meal is coming from. To join our efforts, simply donate when you're at the check stand. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
Refresh your space now and save up to $1,000 plus get special financing up to 36 months. We think you'll love our durable, easy care floors that look beautiful too. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring in Wanakee.
This has been a symbol of suburban life for decades. But a new idea is buzzing around local communities.
It's not just, someone being lazy.
Eric Frocky finds out why No Mow May could make a big impact on our planet. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6. SSM Health celebrates Earth Day. Join us April 21st from 3 to 6 p.m. There's something to do for the whole family, including a scavenger hunt, face painting, and a planter seed to take home. We'll see you Thursday at one of these locations. You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. News out of the Dane County Airport this morning. The mask signs are coming down. TSA agents say they will no longer enforce mask wearing there. The city of Madison also announcing masks will be optional on Metro Transit buses and their facilities. At the federal level, though, the CDC does still recommend folks wear them.
Every individual still has to take the right precautions for themselves. It's nice to not know that we don't have a federal mandate, but I think people should still choose and make the right decision for themselves. So I'll keep wearing a mask in the time being.
Both the airport and Madison Metro are now working on removing signs about the requirement across town. 1,600
acres of Wisconsin land are now being preserved because of the Mississippi Valley Conservancy. The group just spent $3 million to acquire the land along the lower Kickapoo River in Crawford County. The DNR says they've been trying to find ways to conserve this area that includes a stretch of the Plum Creek since 1980. Now the area will be preserved as the Plum Creek Conservation Area.
Further west of the Kickapoo, a new report says the Mississippi River is in major trouble. The report from American Rivers ranked the mighty Mississippi the 6th most endangered river of the year. The river runs through 10 states, including Wisconsin. Lawmakers will consider federal legislation this year that, if passed, would set aside $300 million for improvements.
It is an important flyway for migratory birds. It provides drinking water to 20 million residents. It is an important economic and recreational resource, but it's also a river under threat.
The river faces problems ranging from runoff pollution and invasive species to increased flooding because of climate change.
6:44, get a check of that certified most accurate forecast now. Julian Seawright. Hey, Julian.
A preview for our weekend. It's going to be shaping up to be pretty nice for the most part. There are some chances of us seeing a bit of rain as we get into our Saturday and Sunday, but that's going to be for just certain periods of time because 76 degrees is definitely something that is going to draw our attention as we get into Saturday and Sunday. We're looking at 64. Still have some chances of seeing some showers for sure, but at least the temperatures are going to feel a whole lot more like April as we get into this weekend. Now, this is what we're going to be looking at in terms of seeing some of that rainfall for us. As we get into our Saturday nights, so we're looking for a quick little system to roll in to bring in some rain to southern Wisconsin. But by the time we get into our Sunday morning, it's going to be pretty much cleared for us. And as we get into the rest of our Sunday, well, we're looking at plenty more sunshine and just a bit more cloud cover for us. But temperatures themselves are going to be a bit of a up and down, even though we are going to see 70s, which is going to be well above average around this time of year, which is typically around 57 degrees. We're going to still see some cooler temperatures heading into next week, back to some unseasonably cool weather as we get into the next week. So that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on over the next few days for us. But aside from that, it's definitely going to be a roller coaster ride for spring weather, aside from just rain, but the temperatures themselves, as we'll get a quick taste of 70s. Well, it's going to quickly cool back down as we get into next week. Back to you guys.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs in that forecast. Thanks, Julian. In the 6:08 this morning, we have more on a food drive happening right now between a local hospital and an area nonprofit.
Josh Bryder live in Janesville this morning with that story. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. You've got a couple of more days to be able to help out the folks here at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital, along with ECHO, which is everyone cooperating to help out others. And this morning, we've got a couple of guests with us this morning. We're going to talk more about how you can help right now. We're going to start with Eric Thornton, the president here at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital in Janesville. And, talk, Eric, about the importance of having an event like this in your community.
Sure. Obviously, our mission here at SSM Health is to provide exceptional care to our community. And that involves more than the work that happens within our four walls. It's very important to us to go out into the community and address those other social determinants of health, those factors that also contribute to a healthy lifestyle. One of those things is food security and access to healthy foods and vegetables. So we're honored to partner with a wonderful organization like ECHO in order to accomplish this.
What sort of things are you looking for? Because there are very specific items in this food drive.
That's right. What we're looking for in this food drive are fruits and vegetables that are individually packaged, things that can be easily transported and consumed without access to an oven or a microwave or those types of things. Pretty much things that are individually packaged and self-serving.
We're going to bring in the executive director of ECHO, Jessica Loker, here with us as well. And Jessica, a partnership like this is very, very special for you guys.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate SSM Health partnering with us to do this food drive and other organizations too, because without having them have this food drive, we would have to purchase many of these items, and being able to have these drives allows us to use those funds to actually provide more motel vouchers, which this food drive actually is going to assist us to provide food to those that we provide motel vouchers to.
So the numbers are very, very staggering, especially as we are still dealing with the pandemic. What sort of things are you still seeing here in the community?
So here in the community, we are actually seeing a large increase in our motel voucher program. Pre-pandemic, we were serving about 4,000 nights a year, and last year in 2021, we provided 9,292 nights, and this year so far, we provided over 4,000 nights, so more than double what we've done in previous years.
So this is just one program you have going on, but you guys are always looking for help and volunteers as well, too.
Yes, this is one of 25 programs that we have at ECHO, and you can learn more at echojanesville.org. And we are always in need of volunteers. You can fill out our volunteer application on our website, learn about different fundraisers and different needs that we may have at our organization.
Wonderful, Jessica. Thank you. And Eric, you know, finishing off here, we talk about our Time for Kids, our partnership with you guys, and, you know, the sustainability, that is super, super important for the mission that you guys have here as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As I said, our mission is to also address those social determinants of health. So partnering with organizations like ECHO, as well as you, as well as with other community-based organizations, we can really get that done and make a difference.
Well, thank you guys for everything that you're doing here in the community. If you'd like to learn more on how you can help, you can go up to channel3000.com. Again, you have until Friday to help out here with the food drive, guys.
Love when we highlight these local efforts. Josh Breiter, thank you very much.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email him at in608@WISC-TV.com.
It's 6:49 on your Wednesday. Coming up in the morning sprint, the teenager found with handcuffs and ammunition outside a girl's house, now bound over for trial.
First, though, if you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Wow, look what $1 buys right now at Ashley. Entire room groups for as low as $1 a day. Discounts up to 65% off. 60-month special financing. A $1,000 purchase only costs $21 per month. Plus no money down on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me? It's a facelift in a jar.
I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm, and people often ask me if our product really works to cosmetically shrink under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. I can't blame you for being skeptical. It was hard for me to believe until I saw my brother-in-law's under-eye bags cosmetically shrink from view in minutes. At that point, I knew Plexiderm was the real deal. That's why I'm letting people try Plexiderm for only $14.95 at plexidermtrial.com, so you can see your under-eye bags and wrinkles shrink from view in minutes.
Hi guys, my name is Sandy Marinese. I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and one of the #1 question that I always get in my chair is, can you make me look younger? So we had a few people that we applied it to, and some of them at first I was like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. And I was so impressed how fast and how well it really worked. Now I could really say to people, yes, I can make you look younger.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
A little dab will do me. I looked in the mirror and I said, wow, I look like I'm back in college. There's no price for that. Plexiderm, you got a partner for life.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. So if under-eye bags make you look tired and older, or if crow's feet and wrinkles motivate you to take action to see that younger-looking you, then your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the thrilling performance of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Wow, look what $1 buys right now at Ashley. Get a Tempur-Pedic or Purple mattress for $1 a day. Guaranteed delivery within 5 days on all in-stock mattresses. 60-month special financing, plus no money down. Only at Ashley.
For a great lawn that will stay lush and green, go to weedman.com today.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Breaking news this morning, the Madison Common Council voting in favor of adding a police body camera pilot program for the north side of the city. That vote coming just a couple of hours ago at 4 a.m. The meeting going into the early morning hours after council members heard public comment and then held a lengthy discussion on the topic. We have a statement from Chief Sean Barnes on that vote. You can read it over on channel3000.com.
The 19-year-old found carrying handcuffs and ammunition while sitting in a car outside a female acquaintance's home in DeForest 2 weeks ago is bound for trial. Gabriel Savage now charged with 1 count of attempted kidnapping and 1 count of stalking. He was in court yesterday after he was found asleep in a car outside of a home. Police say he was dressed in all black, had approximately 180 rounds of ammunition on it.
For the first time since 2019, the Midwest Horse Fair will be returning to the Alliant Energy Center this weekend. And with it will come the traffic. Friday and Saturday, expect significant delays along the Beltline at John Nolan Drive and Rimrock Road in particular between 6 a.m. and noon. Drivers also asked to just simply avoid the exits at Park Street, Rimrock Road, and John Nolan on Friday.
Governor Evers outlining a clean energy plan. It's the culmination of 2 years of input from stakeholders that outlines a plan to bolster renewable energy. The plan pushes for more energy-efficient buildings and jobs in clean energy. It would also make the state rely only on renewable energy and be carbon-free by 2050. Governor Evers' plan would change building codes in a push for more energy-saving construction.
Corbin Burns making his first start at AmFam Field this season. Last night, the pitcher went 7 innings, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 10 batters. The Brewers going on to win 5-2 against the Pirates. They finish out the series against Pittsburgh today at 12:40.
The Biden administration restoring parts of the National Environmental Policy Act. That's a 1970 law that requires federal agencies to evaluate the environmental impact of construction projects like the building of highways, water infrastructure, and gas pipelines before they get started. Key provisions of it were rolled back during the Trump administration.
Prices at the pump on the rise once again. They've been falling slowly over the past several weeks after Russia's invasion into Ukraine sent them spiking last month. The national average price for a gallon of gas bottomed out at $4.07 last week. It's up 3 cents in the last day.
The Biden administration may challenge that federal court ruling that ended the mask mandate on planes, trains, and buses. The Justice Department says it will appeal the decision if the CDC concludes that requiring masks is necessary to protect public health.
It is not a good time to own Netflix stock. Shares of the streaming service tanking about 25% in after-hours trading yesterday. This after it reported negative subscriber growth. Analysts expected Netflix to add about 2.5 million new subscribers. Instead, it lost 200,000. The company also issued guidance that expects to lose another 2 million during the second quarter of the year.
Verizon is raising its minimum wage. The telecommunications company announcing it's raising its starting wage to $20 an hour for those in customer service, retail, and those working inside sales positions. Current employees who are not making that much will automatically see their hourly wage raised to that new rate.
And to wrap things up for our weather, we're going to be looking at the 3 things we'll need to know. Just expect some rain coming in this afternoon. They'll lead into our Wednesday night. And on top of that, we're going to see a warm trend that's going to continue throughout the next few days, especially heading into the weekend. And then finally, we are looking at a stormy end to our work week. But we are going to be looking at this weekend to be matching up and just shaping up to be quite nice with 76 degrees on Saturday. Over to you guys.
Julian, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here, same time, same place, tomorrow morning.